All right, y'all. This is DP, Sundays at 6.
All right, here we go.
And there's the P. How we
This is the
doing,
thing.
broski?
I've always started it, and it feels good to go from being a top to a bottom. I like it.
It feels good not to
I've
be
never
late for
bottomed
once.
before, but
Eh?
there's no one I'd rather do it with than my sister.
Well, you're taking it like a champ. That's all I can say.
Well, thank you so much.
You are very accepting, uh, very passive, very receptive.
Yeah, exactly. And this is beautiful. Of course, this is DP, Sundays at 6. D and Paige double penetrate you with riffs, with jokes, and we're on location. Last week it was Alex. This week I'm at Sandman Comedy Club. Look at this. Go see Adam Ray.
Oh.
June 10th through the 12th. Go see him. Support Sandman.
Oh, Maron. He's at Sandman Comedy, ladies and gentlethems.
Yeah, support it. You know, I mean, I'm here for the mic, of course, but they've got great headliners coming in every weekend. You got to come hang at Sandman. And while you're driving to the show, put on a little Enter Sandman. It'll heighten the experience.
You know, you roll up to downtown Richmond, you see that comedy club, first thing you got to do, put on that music, you know, you got to rock up to the steps, and the only thing to better be in your ears, besides DP, is a little riff that goes da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
That's exactly right. You gotta get your dick hard as shit before you go out and see live comedy. You don't want to interrupt the show or anything, but you gotta take a couple blue chews, get hard as fuck, lift a couple weights, and just be fully hard on every part of your body.
Hey, take that erect dick and also my hand back to Never Never Land. That's all I'm saying.
Now Samantha is in the chat. She's saying "sand man," which
guys.
That's a hilarious bit. Yeah, of guys. Anytime we're hanging out, you do it as well now, I guess.
Oh, I've always
guys,
done it.
Someone comes up, it's me and Paget. It's like, why would you assume guys?
Guys, you just assume. You just assume.
I will say the Sandman. This is named after the Sandman, so it is a specific
Eddie Brock.
Not quite. Eddie Brock would be Venom, but
oh, Peter Parker?
No, not Peter Parker.
Oh, Green Goblin?
Goblin. That's so, yeah, we just keep listing every Spider-Man villain. Not so much. That's not who I'm talking about.
Wait, it's Electro. It's got to be Electro, isn't it?
We got Jake Snyder in the house.
Hey!
And we also have BrandonBeswick in the house. Now, he will be our guest, but we decided, per your, I don't even know, your recommendation. You mentioned, we didn't do it intentionally, but last time we did Alex 20 minutes in, and I thought it worked well, you know? And you said it worked well, so it's like, we'll riff a little bit, we'll hang out, and then we'll get the guest going.
I would agree. I think it worked out. You know, Alex is one of those hog wild people where it's like you get him in a state, and if you get him too early, he's just going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
You don't want to.
You got to ride the hog wave. You got to catch them when they're at their wildest.
You don't want to handle a 10 while you're at a 2. And Brandon is a similar person. He is a grade A level demon from the first tier of hell. He's very experienced in chaos and in making mischief. And we thought, you know what? We got to be spiritually prepared. We got to fluff ourselves, so to speak, before we can receive Brandon Beswick into our hearts and minds as Lord and Savior.
Yeah, this is actually a bit of ruse. We're all trying to get you to accept Brandon. We're only going to have 9 guests because there's 9 circles of hell, and Brandon's the second one.
Yeah,
9
Alex is Beelzebub. We're gonna have. This is turning into a Kings of Comedy situation.
Oh yeah,
They're the Kings of Comedy, but also of hell.
the original Kings of Hell.
Where would you
coming out?
Where?
I'm not scared of you motherfuckers. I don't know what you think's going on, but I am a king of hell. Okay.
Shit! I just got back to hell after roaming the earth. How y'all feeling me?
People say, "Hey, you live in hell. That must be awful." It's like, well, my marriage has been hell for 30 years, so I'm not so much concerned about the lake of fire, and I'm more concerned with my fucking bitch wife.
You know, they say my wife is old, and I asked her how old she is, and oh boy, she's 666 years old. I tell you what, that don't give me a good feeling. I ain't doing too good.
Yeah, that's not a bad little character.
Please save me from my demonic wife.
Yeah, you can't really complain about killing your wife when you're already undead. You're both demons. You're both spawned of hell.
Well, you know me. Much like a certain classic rock song, I'm flirting with disaster.
Yeah, when you transitioned, you should have named yourself Molly Hatchet. Hey, I'm Molly Hatchet Wound.
No, that's my drag name.
Molly Hatchet Wound is not a bad name.
Molly Hatchet Wound.
Yeah, I like it. We got a couple more people joining. We got Chance McDonald. Is this
Yeah, Chance McDonald. Philly comic. Yeah, he's a Philly comic. He's an awesome dude.
Love to have you, Chance. Thank you for joining. And Sound by the Sea, of course. Patchett's cousin, we determined. Thank you for joining the show. Everyone drop a booyah. Alex, thank you for joining. Of course, last week's guest.
There's our man.
The DP Nation grows. The army grows. We have an army of fucking darkness, and we are assembling in.
Yeah, we should call our fans squealers since they're going hog wild.
Ooh, squealers. That's not bad at all. Yeah,
Yo, we got a booyah from Alex Castagna.
Thank you for the booyah, of course. Let's get a quick poll in the chat. How's everyone feel about being called a squealer? It does make you a little bit sound like a narc, but we all know it's pig. It's pig related.
You ain't squealing because you're narking. You're squealing because you're going fucking hog wild.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The mindset where you're an animal, not a man, not a woman.
You know.
A fucking animal like Batista.
You know. You have no gender, you have no race, you have no class, you have no ethnicity. You got nothing but hog going on. Nothing but pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, uncut hog. Just tearing through this son of a bitch we call existence, wrecking the downtown, ruining lives and marriages and everything else in your wake of destruction.
That's exactly.
So that's what happens when you go hog wild.
An impassioned promo from D. Thank you so much, D. Look at that. You should have gone into wrestling. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's right up there with Hard Times.
It's exactly like Hard Times. Now, I don't remember the context you mentioned it in. You mentioned the number 10, and this is episode 10. So let's get into this week's hashtag. We're going to go ahead and call it Perfect 10.
Perfect 10. Hell yeah.
I don't even know what that means, but the hashtag this week is Perfect 10. Like I said, I found that if you make them kind of sexual, you get more clicks. So we're gonna be as sexual as fucking possible.
We're gonna make that SEO drip, baby. Dripping for our pleasure.
Down by the Sea says, "How's life? Life's great, actually. I just saw D and Patrick in person. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Virginia, and we hogged it up. We slopped it up.
Hell yes, we did. Got to see my brother. Got to open for my brother, actually. I went up on stage and said, ladies and gentlemen, Paige Campbell. And then I walked off.
That's right. Humble beginnings in comedy, but you're on your way, kid. You're on your fucking way, kid. As a 4-year-old woman, you've already done your first set.
So I'm 20. I'm 27 years old. Don't clap just yet. I've been a woman for 4.
Yes. Yes.
I guess the better format for that joke would be, so I've been a woman for 4 years now. Don't clap just yet. I've been alive for 27.
Yeah. Exactly.
Aww.
Sorry, I got distracted by the comment. This is not the best format if you have ADD, I guess. But thank you so much, Sound by the Sea. I will tell Samantha you said hey. I think she's in here. Say it yourself. I think you can
Yeah, Samantha's in the chat. Sound by the Sea. Drop a booyah for Samantha.
Drop a booyah for Samantha.
Yeah, it was great to see you this weekend, bro. Like, I would say how's life, but you summed up most of it. It's been great this weekend. I mean, Me and Samantha celebrated our 1 year together.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
And
Yeah, this is a little thing we like to call easy living. We've all fully gone double or nothing to brand the weekend. We've gone full on hedonism, double or nothing for hedonism. We love hedonism here at DP, and that's what
hell yes, we
Hog
do.
Wild's all about, is being hedonistic and being crazy and being a fucking animal.
Here at DP, we worship the old gods, and the old gods require blood, the blood of a hog, and the blood of a hog is the seed of hedonism. So we have been reaping that hedonism in full force this weekend, just getting wine, women, and songed out. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. We got Nick in the chat. Thank you for joining, Nick. Now, Sound by the Sea, you said a booyah for Samantha. You'll give us a hell yeah instead. Keeping it classic. I like it. That's
all right.
Thanks for holding it down for the classic Sound by the Sea. That's exactly
we prefer booyahs, but we'll also take a hell yeah.
Well, booyah is more of our thing. We don't want to be too derivative of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm already drinking 6 Keystones before the show.
Paige, you are keeping the faith in Richmond, keeping that heathen streak alive. You're going whole hog.
It says we just fucked your ass and mouth.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
2 weeks until you graduate. Congratulations, Sound by the Sea. I think we already talked about what your plans are, but congratulations. That's amazing.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, Sound by the Sea. That's dope.
Yeah, exactly. Get out of that house, and it's easy living once you're out of that parent's house.
Yeah. You can find your true hog nature out there.
Exactly. It's very tough to go full on 100% hog wild when you got parents sleeping upstairs. You got to get out of that house, and you got to start going hog wild.
Yeah, you got to ditch the rents and start hitting the streets, finding your own pig pen to wallow in and get hog wild, brother.
That's exactly right. All right. I say it's guest time. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get Brandon Beswick in here.
Yeah, now you may have to add him since you started it. And also,
oh shit, okay.
This episode. You may need to, this might be the lost episode if you don't save it.
Yay! All right, let's see how good I do.
But if we lose this episode, it will jump from 9 to 11, which is pretty funny.
Hey, I will never forget that.
Yeah, never forget to check out DP Sundays at 6.
When the towers fall, you know who to call. DP Sundays at 6.
And there.
Oh shit! He is hog wild.
He's already hog wild.
I ate the Labor weekend for
How are you, my friend?
Wee! What? I'm fucking hog wild, Paige. What do you mean, how am I?
I didn't
Holy shit!
being hog wild as soon as he got on.
Well, you take a hog out of a pen, you don't let a hog free, a hog's gonna rut, a hog's gonna dig.
Oh my god, the man is unhinged. He's not a man. He's an animal.
He's a fucking animal. Look at it.
Look at him.
Let's see those blood
Oh my
eyes.
god. He can't control this. He can't be penned, this hog.
For those just joining, this is our guest this week. This is Brandon Beswick. He runs a great stream Wednesdays at 8. You can check it out. His group is Hike Up Your Shorts Gang. Of course, you guys are squeezed.
Oh, and the Full Screen Nation. Not only are we the Hike Up Shorts Gang, we're also a Full Screen Nation. So please don't leave them out.
Full Screen Nation. Okay, I would never forget about Full Screen Nation. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Not a problem.
Fuck yeah.
How do you want to do this? Do you have any questions for Brandon? Do you want to start with Hog Wild?
Do I have any questions for Brandon? You know what? Let's just go into it. Let's start out with Hog Wild right here. Brandon, what is a time, other than jumping into this chat right now, when you have gone full-on Hog Wild?
Full on.
I would say I once took a trip to the beach, Virginia Beach, where I ate over the course of a weekend about 6 hits of acid, and then proceeded to walk around the beach just going, Dad! Dad! To see who would turn around in crowds.
Holy shit! Wait,
That's funny. Do you remember any reactions?
Well, yeah, everyone would turn around and then see a large gentleman, a 23-year-old fucking weirdo who I'm sure had on like a Warren Moon jersey, like an old football jersey, and cargo shorts. Who's like, ah!
Oh my fucking god!
Y'all bodyboard or what? What's your deal out here, y'all?
No, wait, you said 6 hits of acid. Did you take 6 full tabs?
No, over the weekend. Every day I would.
Okay.
It was a long weekend, and we took 2 hits in the morning and cruised our days. And just
That is fucking beautiful.
That is unreal. Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta.
Now we do have Alex coming in the chat. I almost called him acid. What's the worst
Acid
trip
Castagna?
you've ever had?
The worst acid trip I ever had. It's tied for 2. There was one in high school where it got. They both. I've never had one specifically bad, but I would say the 2 worst times were once I thought I was drowning because I had a blue blanket over me, and I was convinced that it was like water because the light was coming through, and I was like, oh! And then my friend saved me by putting "Fish You Enjoy Myself" into one of my ears, and this was like when I was like in 11th grade, and I like popped up. I was like, ha! And that same night, I swear I saw the mouth on the Little Caesars box go, oh, because someone had left like the last bit of a popsicle, like a red popsicle on a Little Caesars box, like in my basement. Yeah. And it looked like blood all over, like getting stabbed. And I was like, it's Caesar. No, he's being... This is it, Julius.
Oh my fucking god!
And then that's tied with a time where I ate a gel tab and went to a party in a neighboring community from where I grew up. This is my senior year of high school, and the cops came, and everybody was like, oh, "That's all right, we'll talk to him and we'll be okay." And I was like, huh! And I ran out the back door through the woods, like maybe a quarter mile to like some bike path, and walked a half mile back to my car, and then drove back to my parents' house, where I then proceeded to like have to pretend like I was all good. And I'm just plans changed. I came home for the night, and then went downstairs in the basement and watched To Kill a Mockingbird and cried my eyes out to the point that my mother came downstairs to check on me because she could hear me sobbing from the fucking upstairs.
I mean,
she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah."
Movie.
Well, listen, my white guilt knows no bounds, and it started at a very young age. He couldn't have done that, you know. He just wanted to bust up a shiver and
yeah. Did you have flashbacks when that new one came out? It turns out Atticus wasn't as woke as we all thought.
No, I did not. I have not updated my understanding of To Kill a Mockingbird other than that old ass movie. I didn't know they made a new one.
It's not a movie. There was like a new book they discovered, and like I guess Atticus is just racist in it after defending.
Yeah.
Rights in public court. I guess he just changes his mind.
Well, you know, that's you have no heroes. That's something I like to tell everyone.
Yeah, and our high school principal named his kid Atticus after the kid, so it's hilarious.
Wow.
It's like now your kid's a racist.
Jokes on him when that kid grows up.
The joke is on him. How to kill a kid's social life, not Mockingbird. How about that? Oh, the book
Samantha's
Watchmen. Thank you to our producer, Samantha.
Yeah, it was some whole ordeal or something like that. Like she was on like what's her fucking name? Harper Lee was on like she was on like death's door, and like she wasn't really in a position to sign over the rights of the book, and so somebody basically just got her to sign over this manuscript that she was nowhere near done finishing, and then they published it for easy money.
Jesus Christ!
Elderly woman's family forced her to write. Great point, fake Jake Snyder. Yeah, that's hilarious. They just held a gun to her head and said, "Make Atticus racist right now."
This is cancel culture, I think.
It's cancel
This is-
culture. I mean, I guess I don't really. To Kill a Mockingbird's good, but I don't really care about To Kill a
Paige.
Mockingbird. It's fine if
Paige.
Atticus is a bad guy.
Paige, it's cancel culture. We all know it. We need to stop this. I think that more than anything, we need to go back to a time where no one read books at all.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
We were given the tools, and we can't play with them. So I think it's time to go back to serfdom. I want a plot of land.
I think the secret to reparations in this country would be just give every white child a tab of acid and lock them in a room with To Kill a Mockingbird playing on a loop, and that might help them out.
Yeah, if you don't cry,
Jesus.
you're getting physically canceled.
Are you-
Head.
I didn't take it to that level, Paige. Jesus.
Are y'all auditioning for Joe Rogan? What is going on here? Is this an ego diss thing? Is that as much as I
man, I
hey,
figured
listen.
if I'm taking notes from someone.
as much as I love the effects of psychedelics and just to tell everyone if you feel well enough and feel like there's not a history of schizophrenia in your family and you're good to go, then go ahead and give that shit a whirl. And if there is a history, then be very careful. But I think also therapy is good for everyone, so we should all do that.
That's exactly right.
Sorry, I had to show off my wicked.
Therapy's for everyone, but it's harder to get in a back alley is the thing. Drugs are real easy to just grab.
That's
in a back
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. And drugs work every time,
Well, I'll
pretty
tell
much.
you,
Therapy takes forever. If I eat acid, I just have about an hour before things start to get real intense. But
I need to have my brain
50 minutes a week
right
for
now.
6 months is like, come on, you know what I mean? To get a little bit of
That's
it.
exactly right. Yeah, let's speed up this process.
That pause between real and intense really set the mood for that. Takes me an hour for things to get real. How long before they get real intense?
An hour and 15.
And if you're camping, it's real intense.
Hey! Bum, bum,
That's
bum,
called-
bum, bum.
You do one intro, and all of a sudden you're quick as a fucking.
Hey, I may not be a level 10 hog yet, but I'm pretty up there, baby.
What is this, Brandon? Is that a Metroid? Is that gonna suck my brain?
Oh shit. Do we need to pull the Super Camus?
Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks to the beach trip.
Dad!
I was luring you into a false sense of security before I went hog wild.
Oh shit, he's still hog latent. The hog is just simmering under the surface there.
I want you to know that
Squealing.
the CDC did put out a recommendation. They did let everyone know that it doesn't matter if you are bit by a hog or not. It is in all of us at this point. So when you die, you will become a hog.
Yeah, it's like werewolf rules. A werehog.
A werehog. If you get bit by a radioactive hog, you become radioactive hog wild.
Yeah, listen, we'll have the DB comic book in like 2025, and you can read all of that then. Brandon, let me ask you. You mentioned Joe Rogan. I've got a fan question about Joe Rogan.
Sure.
You ready for this? Who do you think will win in a fight? Joe Rogan or Danny Trejo?
Slow Jogan? Danny Trejo from the future?
From the future. Joe Rogan now.
Or Danny Trejo from...
Trejo, up to interpretation, from the future of some sort.
Okay, well, Joe Rogan, because he's on testosterone replacement therapy, because, the rule, rules for thee, but not for me. And then, so anytime he's on his cycling through whatever steroids he's on, yeah, I would put Joe Rogan above and beyond. Although he is 5'6", he packs a wallop, and that's something I think a lot of people should fear because he seems like he could kick your leg and break it.
Yeah.
Which means he's an intellectual, Paige. Which means he's an intellectual.
Oh shit, the hog's coming back out. Paige, don't anger the hog.
I'm not trying to anger the hog. Okay, hold on.
To be fair, this is the first time we've had a guest on the show that is pre-hog wild before he even came on. Like, I think we're setting a precedent here.
I rut every day. I scavenge for fallen nuts and berries. I'm one generation removed from a a husbanded animal. When I was in Texas 3 or 4 years ago, several men from helicopters shot at me. I believe one was Ted Nugent. I can't be certain.
A gritty reboot, but it's the hog that Ted Nugent missed. Just comes back and like wreaks havoc on Ted Nugent's body.
Hog scratch fever.
Oh, that might be the best parody I've ever heard.
It's like that when they do like weird emotional versions of rock songs, but they have like the toy piano playing slowly in the background.
High on the hog and the living is easy.
ISIS.
You're willing to sacrifice us?
Yeah. You could sacrifice us, but it's U.S. and it's saying, you know, you're a collaborator, you're a conspirator with other countries.
Hey, freedom ain't free. It's free 99.
You gotta believe that.
Ain't free, and that's why you should sign up for the DP Patreon. We're all about keeping free speech alive here at DP, but you know, we can only do it behind a paywall because a lot of people want to come after us.
Free speech is expensive.
So, Brandon, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
How many dicks have you sucked to completion?
To completion, 0.
Okay. You're right up there with Alex.
Well, the question was, how many dicks could you suck in 30 seconds?
Oh, in 30 seconds to completion? Well,
Yeah.
now I'm speaking as an admitted novice in the field. But I think just from like, you know, but maybe this is a bullheaded assumption because I thought I could tie a tie from watching my dad tie a tie on me for years.
For watching my dad.
I had to Google that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would be in the same boat. I would have to excuse myself to the restroom. Wait, do I get? Can I call a timeout at 15 seconds to Google? Can I Google beforehand? Do I know I'm going to be sucking a dick?
If you're up for the challenge, we'll give you 30 days to prepare. You can get great.
We will.
Oh, I want a
30 days to prepare.
I want a montage. You're the best. Start with me with a baby carrot, like I can't do it. Like, or I've got like a stick of rhubarb. Like,
Who would be your dick sucking coach in this regard? Would you get a coach, like a personal trainer?
I'm married, so it'd be my wife because I'm not an idiot. I would say my wife because I love her and she's the best ever at doing blowjobs.
That's a good
I
answer,
walked right into that one. That is a beautiful answer. Tear to my eye. It's rolling down very
Love is
slowly.
an internal flame, and the glue is head.
Yeah, that's what the pastor said to me before I got married. He pulled me into the other room. And I said, "We're having a Jewish wedding. I don't know why you're here." And then he said that to me. And I was like, "Well, this is extremely off-putting now because there's no reason why you should be here." or talking to me about sex,
boy.
Sir, you're way out of bounds here.
Really impressive. This is supposed to be the best day of my life. I don't know why. Why are you talking to me about eating my wife's pussy? I don't.
It's the word of the Lord. That's why in Corinthians 6, chapter 8, get your tongue down there and spell your name with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Get down there.
That's called speaking in tongues.
Jazz. Yeah, I'm not feeling anything. You don't get it. It's free for
No,
baby.
Yeah, listen. You haven't given yourself up to Christ. That's on you.
You just go Ornette Coleman on a pussy. That's all you're saying. This is the most productive interfaith dialogue I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, I mean, this might be the best pussy eating jazz riff ever. I'm willing to go out on a limb.
Holy
Charles
shit.
Cunnilingus, all right? Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh! Oh!
I have one more fight question for you, Brandon. Give me 1 second. I wrote them in a notebook, and now I only have the screenshot. I left the notebook at home. So 1 second. Just riff for I did this last week. Just riff.
Okay. Just riff?
Yeah,
Hey, y'all, how about this? When people go out shopping, everyone shops different, am I right? There's moms that are out shopping like this. I'm a mom. That's crazy. And there's teens that are out shopping like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. Did they notice that I care what they think about me?
I sure didn't.
It's a relatable riff, right? That was relatable. Oh,
that was a good riff. I enjoyed that.
Thanks. I do stand-up. I've been doing it for almost a decade, so you can tell by my technique.
Oh, shit. I'll have to check it out. I didn't know you were a stand-up comic.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't watch any of my material. It'll just worried about my health.
It's Brandon Beswick. He is a very funny acid eater.
That's what I'm known for. I do
very funny acid eater. Check out his streams and check out his stand-up.
Stand-up does not define me. Paige, what's this question?
Yes. We got one more fight question for you. The same person has two matchups. They want to know, right?
Okay.
Who you got? Gilbert Gottfried or Pee Wee Herman?
Oh.
Pee Wee Herman. Because he has the balls to jerk off in a movie theater, right? Like not the porn theater,
yes.
but to jerk off in public, right? So I assume physical confrontation with someone is not outside of that wheelhouse. I've watched the celebrity wife swap with Gilbert Gottfried. He seems like a strong wind could push him right over. So
stranglehold mastered perfectly.
Yeah, I also think that Pee Wee would do something like, "Hey, come and sit in my chair," and they'd be like, "Okay, I'll sit down," and then that chair takes a bite of your ass because it's alive.
Exactly. He has a bunch of weapons. He's like Inspector Gadget. If that
is
chair
like Inspector
decides
Gadget.
to go rogue, I mean, it could fuck you up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, listen. Oh, just a regular chair could fuck me up. I mean, I have a sciatic problem.
Yeah.
I like the Princess and the Pea when it comes to chairs, Paige, okay? All right? This chair's a little too hot. This chair's a little too cold. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I mean?
The Princess and the Pea was an alternate title for this podcast.
I heard about that. I wish you guys could have cleared that with the Brothers Grimm.
Well, you know those brothers, they're not happy, I'll put it that way.
Listen, between them and those sisters that owned the Happy Birthday song for so long, the siblings have really cornered the market on important IP, and I won't have it for much longer.
My birthday has never been happy because of that.
That's insane. Brothers Grimm is in public domain.
Oh, it probably is. I'm just...
Okay.
Don't tell them that.
Hi, Paige. We're doing bits, bud. How you doing? Are you doing okay?
I know. I wasn't trying to shut it down, but I got confused. I got concerned, and I got scared that the Brothers Grimm couldn't be used by anybody.
They're not like the Jersey Mafia. Like, come on. They're German dudes who are eating worms at this point.
Okay, listen. There were some German dudes who are eating worms that are having a pretty big resurgence lately, so I don't know if we should count out the Brothers Grimm from beyond the grave.
It's not just neo-Nazis, it's Nazi zombies that are rioting now.
It's a real problem. The undead need to stop.
Just quit being racist, undead. Come on.
Yeah,
let it go. You died, let it. Come on.
Zombies make the most sense. It's like, yeah, that guy died 100 years ago. I believe that he's racist. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I used to have a bit about how it would be so hard for a ghost to like see the world change around them and be like, what a different world this is, and then especially to not like hold themselves to account and like be like, well, I've had like 150 years and maybe like women should wear pants. I don't know. Like, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, you get rid of all your shitty views and then you can ascend to heaven.
No,
It's
that's not how you get to heaven. It's the other way.
You just get shittier and shittier and shittier until you're so entrenched in your self-righteousness, God admits you into his army.
Yep. He's like, hey, Joel Osteen, there's a special place for you up here, my friend. You've done more for us.
Yeah, that is true. I guess being progressive would just send you to hell, according to like.
Well, I wonder,
religion.
right? I wonder
Yeah,
if
gay people are cool. Hell, all right.
I wonder if Jesus had like a hippie situation going on for a while, and then into the medieval times, all the dicks started getting into heaven, and they like rewrote the rules, like the Republicans, like heaven, it's gerrymandered to shit. Yeah, it's all fucked up. And Jesus is like, listen, the population wants this stuff. Why are we not doing this? It's a bunch of medieval assholes. They're like, guys, should we burn him like a witch? He's like, you can't. It doesn't work on me. It doesn't. You gotta stop doing that to me.
Well, let me ask you this: it's probably overpopulated. How do you think heaven handled COVID?
Poorly.
If
it's full of Christians, if taking from the small sample size of the United States, if it's full of Christians, poorly. They're probably all in a tent somewhere saying it's Barack Obama's fault. I don't know.
That is correct.
It's the Heaven Homeowners Association meeting, and they've just been progressively kicking more and more people to hell. Every time hell gets every time heaven gets gerrymandered, they just drop another section of it down to the flaming pit below.
People getting kicked out one at a time at the homeowners meeting, like getting thrown out on their arms, like, it's just my lawn! It's just my lawn! Like,
it's getting overpopulated, so they're dropping people to hell. And now hell's getting gentrified. It's becoming worse.
It's like there were gay people in heaven.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions for Brandon? I think this has been a great interview.
I do not. I am thoroughly happy. We got that ball slapping sound.
Yeah, he's fapping for us. We like that.
The fapping.
Hog fat.
Plug what you need to plug.
Hog fat.
Thank you for coming and getting hog wild with DP.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, y'all. I have my Twitch stream every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at Twitch TV, twitch.tv /BrandonBeswick. And then we're also doing Saturday streams now at 1 p.m. on Saturdays, where we're watching Rock of Love every Saturday. So grab your bandana, grab your cowboy hat, come on down, and don't threaten me with a good time, because those are all things from that show. So,
Beautiful. Thank you so much again, Brandon. We love you to death.
Love y'all. Thank you all for having me. Like, for real, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Of
This
course.
is always a pleasure.
Stay hog wild!
Stay hog wild!
You heard the man. That is a fucking order. So stay hog wild. We'll see you next week. Dee, make sure you save the episode. I don't want this to be a hidden episode.
No, I will absolutely save this.
But we'll see you next Sunday at 6. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Brandon.
See y'all.